Are we being set up for a military takeover? For decades, the push for globalization has been underway unchallenged, believed by those involved to be the next natural step in human progress and evolution, oblivious to the possible dangers associated with a one-size-fits-all global governing system. The globalists have worked tirelessly to position their operatives throughout all aspects of society. Their march through the institutions has been a long one, aiming to maneuver society towards a more left-wing global collective, ruled by a handful of technocrats and bureaucrats dictating policy to the rest. To get the majority of people to go along with their brave plan, they had to socially engineer a new set of values and to manufacture consent towards radical left-wing ideologies. To achieve this, they weaponized science, media, education, politics, health, and even entertainment. The old traditional systems of democracy were targeted by the operatives in an effort to discredit these institutions in the eyes of the public. They placed some of the most undesirable and incompetent leaders the world has ever seen, all in an effort to manufacture discontent and anger towards traditional parliamentary democracies, paving the way for radical change, similar to what the Marxists were doing a century ago. The aim of the globalists was to foment chaos, division, and revolution throughout all levels of society. They sponsored groups of protesters to promote petty divisions and to distract the masses while preparing the ground for the next phase of their push for world domination. It is now clear to most awake people that the two-party system common throughout Western societies is compromised, corrupted by moneyed interests and operatives. A new fresh direction is needed to rectify many of society's social ills. The mood is shifting as our misleaders discredit the positions they hold. Fueled by the media, the discontent brewing is turning to anger as people look for far-right solutions as a way to bring society back on an even keel. If society continues to deteriorate through left-wing policies, right-wing movements will spring up, offering solutions. However, be very careful. If the globalists can infest the left wing with their operatives, they can also do the same to the right. They may well promote charismatic right-wing dictators who may turn out to be wolves in sheep's clothing. A similar situation occurred throughout Europe in the 1930s, where the pressure of left-wing movements promoted the emergence of hardline right-wing organizations to stop the spread of Bolshevism. This turned out to be a disaster for Europe and the world. The only real solution is for the common ordinary citizen to get involved in their local councils and local government, keeping alive institutions and a political process which has stood the test of time for centuries, giving society a modicum of freedom and peace. People must engage and oppose these globalist operatives in order to bring society back on an even keel for the sake of future generations. At the start of each new epoch, there is an inner zodiac wheel influencing each time period. The first sign is Aries, ruled by Mars, the planet of proactive movement in a specific direction. It also has a brutal side, being associated with the old god of war. It is possible that the globalists will flip the current situation towards a more Mars, martial and military approach, aligning their policies with cosmic cycles, giving them even more power to control global populations, utilizing military dictators which they can put in place after another manufactured crisis. The next few years is critical, as their manufactured erosion of Western society coincides with the United States' Pluto and Uranus returns.